This morning, Joanne woke up and felt a strange, dark, magical sensation coming from the west. Perhaps the three sisters should investigate the catacombs nearby the town. That's what we're doing. I love it. Here it's spelled catacombs, but in that little text it said catatombs. So, shrug. Oh, good. What a lovely man to run into. Why are the daughters of a merchant in a place like this? This isn't Accra. We don't have to answer your question. Thalia! What, it's true! I'm sorry, Tiberius. Tiberius looked at the three sisters in turn, his expression darkening for a moment when his eyes swept over the youngest of the siblings. Look, just because I happen to be attractive doesn't mean you have to hit on me even when we're in fucking catacombs, mate. Will you answer my question? Youngest? Joanne's the youngest? I thought she was the oldest. Oh, well, how could she explain that a dark magical sensation had her brought here without revealing her abilities? Hang on. The youngest of the siblings? Ah, I thought Thalia was. Just by personality-wise, and then Joanne was the oldest. That's what you get for assuming, I guess. We heard you were hiring mercenaries and business is slow, so extra money could help. That's right. Show fighting. I guess Joanne looks at her younger sister. I have fucking no idea what's happening there. I presume that's a typo, which means oldest. Joanne looked at her younger sister, silently thanking her for her uncharacteristic quick thinking. Ah, yes, that proclamation was given out, although I was not necessarily for it. I find mercenaries unreliable. We're right here. I'm in the same room as you. You can't just go around saying that. We are reliable, so why do you need fighters? There have been unusual activities around these catacombs, and Lord Raoul feels it does not require the attention of the army, so mercenaries it is unless a credible threat is proven. This is where we go in and there's like a 15-foot dragon, isn't there? So we are asking mercenaries to go down and investigate the catacombs to assess the threat to the town. Something doesn't feel right. What started the investigation to begin with? Locals reported unusually territorial and violent animals around this area, and then a Polymesho warned us something was wrong about the catacombs. A Polymesho, the master alchemist, the arch-wizard of Grimoire, the... Oh, so there is a man you like. Shut up! Oh, now is not the time for teasing. I'd really appreciate if there was less dumb teasing. Come on, we're in the fucking catacombs with the head of, like, the guard. And Thalia's still like... So there is a man, huh? And, oh, I bet you want him inside. No, it's like, no, please stop. We're inside a dungeon. We're talking about very important people. Now, maybe not the time to do that. Yes, he's just sitting there like, I'm going to pretend you never said that. The Archwizard himself, he visited recently as an emissary of the Council. In the hope of persuading Lord Raoul to reunite his lands with the human empire, Lord Raoul was uninterested in negotiation, however. The Archwizard still managed... Wizard still managed to leave his warning before leaving. Lord Raoul is skeptical, however, so he will not act on it until scouts report a serious danger to the land. Some mercenaries have already answered the call, but it has not gone well. Some fled without a word, others refused to speak of their experiences, and others have not returned at all. Despite that, Lord Raoul does not judge that as a definitive evidence of danger, but simply incompetent or cowardly mercenaries. I do find he has a point. Why don't you do the scouting yourself? The catacomb is outside the city limits, and my authority only applies to Accra itself. Outside the city limits? I could fucking throw a stone at the catacombs from inside the city limits. Must we always lie on technicalities? Why are you here then? Tiberius sighed. I was ordered directly by Lord Raoul to take responsibility for the scouting mission, but I was not to put myself at risk, as he has no desire to find a new captain. So that's that, is it? It's just... Hey, you have to go on and lead, but you can't actually enter. So, have fun leading! And Tiberius is just sitting there like... So I'm to guard the entrance? That seems reasonable. A captain is difficult to replace. This is where you show that you're a former town guard and earn his trust, Kira. Perhaps, but I dislike sending others to their apparent doom. Regardless, that is the duty I've been given. Do you wish to work as mercenaries for Lord Raoul? Sure. We will scout the catacombs. We have no desire to see the others come to harm. I'm glad you feel that way. Do we get to keep what we find? Yes, that is the payment. The payment is that we get to keep what we fucking find? Oh, come on. That's like an artist working for exposure. You're really going to pull that shit on me now? We can't actually pay you, but if you do find a nice shiny piece of shit gem which is cost 2 gold, there you go. That's what you get for putting your life in danger. Pat, pat, now run along, will you? Bastard. Fine, I'm interested then. I shall come too. Kira is a former guard, and Thalia and I understand... Oh, and Thalia, I understand, is a skilled acrobat and knife thrower. What can a former fortune teller do to help? I can handle myself and I have some experience as a healer. Also, I might be able to translate any unusual text we find there. It seems a little unwise, but I cannot stop you if you wish to accompany your sisters. Yeah, someone's got to tell them when to run. He sighed. In practice, the catacombs are divided into levels. Of course they are. Once you have completed exploring a level, I have permission to establish an outpost to aid in deeper explorations. You can go as deep as you wish. Not the first time you'll be saying that this game, but I would prefer if you would continue until either the catacombs are fully explored or you have established the threat is grave enough to warrant the intervention of the army. Which means, if you find a few undead, it won't be enough, should be a bigger threat. Just casually, if you find a few skeletons that have been reanimated, don't panic too much. It's clearly fine. I have no desire to add the bodies buried in this ancient place. Oh yeah, don't take any risks. We have no intention of dying. Tiberius nodded. He looks terrified. Very well, I must return to undertake my other duties in the city. You can find me at the barracks if you have need of me. Oh, you're just leaving now, are you? Good. He bowed to the 3 of them. Farewell, and may the gods smile in your endeavour. Thalia scoffed, but thought better of commenting when she saw the glares of her older siblings. Thank you, Tiberius. Farewell. Goodbye. Oh, Jesus. You get rewarded honor points as you honor points as you clear the catacombs levels by monsters or discover more information about it. You can spend those honor points to buy a set of items every time you explore the catacombs. The items will remain in your inventory, or possession. Even if you don't use them, you can explore the catacombs every day, but not more than once a day. First aid set, recovery set, mix set, healer set, energy set, basic offensive set. 70 honor for a basic offensive set. Sure, why not? Hey, you can have these items so you can go further down. This is your payment. We are some schmucks, aren't we? I don't need that. I need 1. Welcome to the Catacombs exploration screen. The catacombs are divided into levels. The deeper you go, the tougher it gets. On the left, there's current levels map. You can explore it clicking on the rooms to move. On the right, some information about the current level. The scouts report only the commonly seen enemies, but there could be other powerful creatures hidden inside. Is there anything? No, there's only 2. So there's a rat. Does fuck all. And a rat. Does fuck all. Through the catacombs! Finger was too high. The place is steeped in magic. It's old, ancient, and full of hatred. The damage this could cause if you'd got out of this place. When the fuck did we change? It's like, alright guys, I think there's going to be a certain amount of danger going along. Let's just bring a change of clothes in case you have to, swap out. The head of the guards is like, guys, can you not change in front of me? Also, Joanne, for being the most apparently reserved in this place, oddly bare here, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't understand why they just don't seal the catacombs if they are that dangerous. Someone would just open them for the riches inside. Raoul is probably keeping it like this so he can steal it, just like he steals from everyone else. I sense bitterness there. I may not be a genius, but I'm pretty sure I got some out of that sentence. That's probably true. Quiet. Joanne closed her eyes to aid her concentration before a stirring in the distant darkness snapped her back to reality. We've been noticed. Noticed by what? Giant rats. Give me a tavern full of drunks or angry manor guards any day. Right. I'll show you what the battle looks like, and then I think I'll skip to the end, okay? If you guys have a better suggestion as to how for me to deal with these battles, then let me know. We are absolutely miles ahead of these guys. They attack for about the same much as we do. That's about it, though. To the end of the battle and so on. Did you guys notice that? The shop was in the background in the transition screen. That's a fuck up, isn't it? Anyway, to the end. We win! Hooray! That wasn't very difficult at all. Just need to explain a few things also for those who are interested in buying the game. Just need to sort these out here. So, this here is speed. This determines how quick they are. So Thalia got a turn first because she's really quick. However, these two got a turn after the rats because their speed was a lot slower than the rats. The reason why we take so much damage, for those that don't understand, like have never played an MMO or a proper RPG, for example, is because she has a lot of defense. So the damage she takes is going to be about 4 or 5 from the rats, where she is going to take about 7 to 8 from the rats because of worse defense, which is here. And here. So that's... I'm not sure I explained this beforehand. So that's why basically every time we just sort of sit around with her and just be like, right, defense. Also, I don't think anyone gained attribute points, did they? No, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, 0, 0, 0. I don't know why they need to bring us here every time. Oh well, onwards and upwards. Here's hoping for no fuck-ups again. Oh, another 3 rats. However, here, this is a plague rat. Disease bite. That doesn't seem like something I want to be catching. Maybe we'll kill that one first. This disease is rubbish. Look at this. It reduces attack and speed values by 10%. Nothing. And I take 5% of health per turn. Do you guys remember the old Pokemon? Like when you get poisoned, it was a race back to the Pokemon Center before the little shit died? Like, this is not that. Oh well, anyway, on to killing stuff again. Just gonna cut here to the point. So, we're just about to kill this little giant rat here in the corner. There is a problem I'm going to be encountering, because as much as I'm going to, skip the battles for the most part and, dive in if I notice something, she takes a lot of damage first round. Then we taunt with her, so everyone attacks her. This is the second encounter in this Catacombs, and she's at 11 health and she has no healing spells. Do you see where I'm going with this? I think it's going to be a struggle as soon as we go down to that second level. Christ, we need some healing things, though. It'd be nice. Is there any way... Oh, right, 69 here. 69, guys! Oh, the banter! It is quite a while, though, till we get another level. All these fights we've done, and we're not even from level 1 yet. But yeah, you definitely gain after everything. Also, 10 honor! Yes! We can get slave wages for something. Right, this is a treasure room if ever there was one. Look, there's something written on the wall here. One of those mercenaries who went crazy must have written it. It makes no sense. It's nothing of the sort. It's standard notation for a magical formula. What is it for? Give me a few minutes. It's very long and complicated, even by formula standards. That formula can wait. More damn rats are here. It's like they know. Gods give me strength. I'm sick of these things. Oh my lord, this is 5. Oh, this is going to be a trouble. So we just survived the last one. You've been ambushed. They'll receive double speed for the first... Nope! No! 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 No, we're not. We are never winning that fight. We had 2 characters left at 11 health. We only have 1 potion, and they get double speed first move. So they get to attack you twice, basically, because they're faster than all but 1 party member. We are dying every single time. This is too much. We should retreat. Nothing's worth this. I'll use my magic and get us out of here. Here we are. We went all the way back here? I just wanted to escape the room, not the actual whole dungeon. Oh, whatever, we'll go back another time. That was too close. I'll make sure I've always got enough energy to get us out of these things if things get too much. I'm going back to the shop. I've had enough of this. We're already in the... It's not worth risking our lives. We have more important things to do. Joanne sighed. You're probably right. Let's go home. You already are home! From now on, whenever you lose a fight in the catacombs, you'll get outside in the map view. The honor points accumulated during the exploration, in this case 10, will be added to your total the next time you enter the catacombs. Any room that wasn't cleared will still be full of monsters until you successfully win the fight. Okay, cool, that's what I thought would happen. We don't want to advance to the next level, because we still haven't actually gained a fucking level yet, so we're gonna still keep getting gold, even though we can up the gold at 1,000. Is there anyone who can speak to anyone? Who we pairing? Oh yeah, Joanne was the Jala, and then every one of these guys was open. So, enter. You have reached the goal of 1,000 gold coins. You can now choose to give money to the stranger anytime by visiting your shop. You can also choose to wait in case you prefer to spend some money to buy better equipment or potions. I want more points first, Jesus. Joanne can't visit anyone of interest. I don't know. Kira with Tiberius seems like the best bet, right? They're two former town guards who really like a sense of duty and honor, you know? And then we can just pair Thalia off with someone. Like with Marianne or something. Even though that route is dumb. Alright, okay, new plan. Kira with Tiberius. Okay, that'll be our Otome route. And then everything else can be subjective, because Joanne is always with the Jala. So I guess the next question I'll ask in the comments is, do you guys want, who do you guys want Thalia to go with? Most votes wins. That's how we're doing it this time, straight up. Most votes wins. Go and speak to Tiberius. Kira frowned when she saw an armoured figure. Not honour, but armour? Figure standing outside the tavern. Why was Tiberius here? They were supposed to be avoiding him, but he was making that rather difficult. Look. If you can't beat them, join them, am I right? She considered giving up on visiting the tavern tonight, but thought better of it. Why should she give up having a relaxing night at the tavern just to avoid the guard captain? It was not like she was doing anything illegal. Unless she's underage. She's not underage. Good evening, Kira, I believe. Hello, do you normally lurk outside of taverns at night? It is part of my regular patrol. There are occasional fights to sort out. He is sort of right, Kira. As much as you dislike him at this point, he sort of does have a point, doesn't he? I thought that would be too important for a captain to do. I prefer being on the streets than in the barracks. I see. It is fortunate you are here. There were some more questions I wanted to ask. Kira tensed slightly, but did her best to relax. He was using a classic technique to throw suspects off by being friendly before suddenly turning the conversation into an interrogation. More? I feel like that's all you ever want to do when we meet. The robberies still go on, so I must keep asking questions of potential suspects. So I'm still a suspect. There are many. You just happen to be here now. I see. So what do you want to know? You and your sisters live with your father, yes? We do. You saw that. I feel this is a rhetorical question, regardless of how much we answer it. She nodded. What about your mother? Is there a problem? Bad time to mention that she's a master thief, right? Kira, just maybe not point that out. Only the god knows. I don't like to talk about it. It's really none of your business. I'd have thought a guard wouldn't be a gossip. Are you worried our mother would disapprove of you looking down my shirt? I have to choose that one based on what is approving here or not. Rip. I would have thought a guard wouldn't be into gossip. That's not up by that much. So that's a good answer, but not the best. Nope. Oh, right, of course, because he's religious. Right, okay, yeah, gods know. Got it. What do you mean by that? I don't know where she is. She could be dead for all I know. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know how? You would best speak to my father. Our mother left when we were all very young. He raised us on his own without any help. I see. Well, thank you for answering my question. I may have others, but I have to return to my patrol! Good sir, it seems like you are trying to just find more out about me personally than you actually care about doing your guard duty. I don't trust him at all. Enjoy your evening. My hair looks ridiculous, Jesus. You too. I always enjoy my work. Kira could not help but chuckle a little at that. I used to work as a guard in a city before I came to work with my father. You don't have to pretend with me. You were a guard once? How do you... You said that when we were in the fucking catacombs, you penis. Now that I think about it, you certainly carry yourself like one. Well, it is nice to meet a fellow comrade in arms, even if you are retired now. If you ever need a warrior on short notice, maybe I could help out for a small fee. Oh, so you're a mercenary now. Literally, yes. Not even yesterday. It was earlier on. We were having this conversation 6 hours ago. Maybe I won't pair you two up after all. You might forget we're married. No, but it would cover the expenses of the shop while I am away. You are a very astute businesswoman. You should tell my sisters that. They don't believe me. Tiberius chuckled a little. Well, I should go. Farewell, Kira. Good evening, Captain. She watched the man go with a smirk on her lips. Tiberius was an interesting man. He was like any other guard she had yet to decide if that was a good thing, but he was certainly a lot nicer than she expected. The only worry, if he was smarter than he looked too. Her answer was a bit risky, as she hoped her father would be sharp enough to go back to her story when the captain inevitably asked him about his wife. Kira was sure it would be fine. Her father would know what to do. She sighed happily and pushed the door out and put to the tavern. Time to drink all three. Need a lot more than 3. Huh, that's weird. So there was Morgaine and Tiberius there, but we only got Tiberius. Is that because I clicked on Tiberius accidentally? That seems peculiar. Well, we need to go robbing at some point. Alright, enter. Nothing interesting here. Is there anything interesting here? Nope. Not unless we want to pair off Thalia with Melvin, but we don't know whether we want to or not. Start robbery mission. We're not going to advance the main plot yet. Guess I want to explore. Sure, that'll do. We have 3 hours left, as shown by the time here. Let's go robbing! Fuck. Did I accidentally just click finish as opposed to... I did, didn't I? Yeah. You guys didn't see anything. We shall start a robbery. Start mission. This is a slightly different place. So we have to go, yep, start mission. I mean, I have to start. An easy way is through the front. Unfortunately, there are guards there. I guess stealth, yep, okay, so we have to kill them. They are far enough away where Fan of Knives won't work. What is that ability called? Still shows the fucking shop. What is that ability called? It's not Fan of Knives, is it? Throwing Knives. There we go. Look like Fan of Knives. That's what it's normally called. Right. To the end of the battle. We win. Oh, really difficult. It wasn't very difficult. Onwards we go. Too easy. It's adorable. They thought we could hide things from us. Yeah, better me making fun of our hair. Maybe they could, like, swap that out for another thing, but whatever. Corridors mostly filled with crates containing the merchant's goods. Is this merchant not heard of a storeroom? He's poor! How could he? The sisters find themselves in the merchant's bedroom. Unfortunately, their entering wakes up at the castle. Jabbing threats. Don't you see how poor we are? It's a golden pendant. We're going to search the room. 128 gold. Okay, so if we'd have taken the pension, it wouldn't have been, like, worth that amount of money anyway. So much for being poor. Tie them up. And then we're just going to leave the room, so we're not even going to escape immediately. The alarm could, like, sound at any time. 38 gold. Rubbish. And 30 gold. Off we go! Woo! Still haven't gained a level. Alright, we really need to gain a level, but I think we're going to end the episode here. So I'll see you guys next time, etc. You know, this and whatnot.